Hey guys, we've got some update about the new Thor Cruiser, which is a fully electric cruiser. When I was actually shooting the bike, I'll show you that a little bit later. But then I thought that this was a concept model, it was not coming to production. But I had a word with and they told me that this motorcycle is coming out by this year's October and it's gonna cost 4.9 lakhs. So even if I say during the video that I don't know the pricing and I don't know when it's gonna be launched, that's wrong. It is going to get launched this October. They're promising it, they're bringing it in, and they're gonna make it completely in India. The pricing is gonna be very competitive. For the type of specs that this bike has, 5 lakhs is a very decent price. So if you want to be clean and green and still have a lot of powerful motorcycle, a cruiser, that you can look at the Thor. It's really looking promising at this point. I know a lot of guys would be interested. This is something unique. This is a concept, not really making it to the dealerships right now. So don't ask us about pricing, but ask us about the specs. 70 Newton meters of torque. This is a fully electric cruiser. That's the battery. We have a lot of options. The maximum range on this is going to be 270 kilometers, which is more than enough for your Sunday morning rides. And this bike does have styling. It has a lot of styling that kind of reminds me of the motorcycles from Indian. It's got very retro styling, but internally it's an all-modern motorcycle. It has 70 Newton meters of torque and about 40 horsepower, which is making it like a mid-level cruiser, something like a 750cc internal combustion engine. So rear and front disc brakes, obviously dual shock absorbers on the rear, conventional shocks of the front. We have a very minimalistic dash on the top, so that's what we have. I was expecting a bigger bar since electric motorcycles usually have almost like an onboard computer. We have some engine mapping options. As you can see. Those are for the power modes, and the rest of it's pretty standard. So this Renegade Thor Cruiser, Thor is obviously the Greek god of electricity, watch yourself. And that's the motorcycle I'm trying to show you very close up. We've got nice, everything about this bike apart from the engine looks very retro, and it'll confuse a lot of people. It's got conventional spoke wheels, and the front end is what I really like about it. Very nicely grilled up, good red and chrome finish on this. Not really coming to showrooms right now. We have other motorcycles which are coming, but the specs, the power is really impressive. It is also compatible with all sorts of electric car chargers, like car chargers 1, 2, 3 level are all compatible with this bike. So you guys are really gonna love this if you're into electric bikes. If you're still a kind of an internal combustion guy, you may not like it. Let's go over to the specs a little bit, and we would show you what is left. See, we have electric acronymous 3-phase induction motor, and it has eco and sports modes, and we have 30 kilowatts of power, that is 40 bhp, coming at 8,000 rpm, 70 Newton meters of torque, 5-speed gearbox, belt driver chain. They have not yet figured that part out. Hydraulic telescopic 41 mm front forks. These are not inverted forks, normal forks, good enough for cruisers. 120 thickness on the front tire, 150 on the rear. Alloy all spoke versions, both versions will be there. I think with the belt drive they'll have a belt drive version. 280 mm Brembo master cylinder, that's the front disc, and the rear is a 240 mm. Good enough for a cruiser again. Dual channel ABS, lithium ion battery and everything. So up to 180 kilometers per hour. That's what they're claiming with the top speed. That's really impressive. I've ridden a lot of cruisers, and until unless you've got a really big engine, that's not mostly possible. So I'm not sure whether this is a functional model, because they've kind of closed this up, and this doesn't really look like a real production version to me. So it's for the Expo. This is kind of like a prototype. Excuse me. But this motorcycle is they're promising it to hit Indian roads very soon. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. Thanks for watching and being with me. This is Rahul. Goodbye.